All right, guys, welcome to another live stream. Welcome to another live stream. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. All right, so in today's live stream, we'll go over the market. The Fed did decide to cut interest rates today as expected. 25 basis points, so very positive for the market. Now, let me check my mic before I continue. Let me check my mic. Give me just a sec. Just don't want this to not be recording. As expected, 25 basis points, so very positive for the market. Now, let me check my mic before I continue. Let me check my mic. All right, looks like my mic is working. All right, so the Fed decided to cut interest rates 25 basis points. What they did mention after the meeting today in the press conference, Jerome Powell did say that it's not for sure if they're going to be cutting interest rates in December. There's no meeting in November. But he also did say they're going to pause quantitative easing December 1st. And what is it? Hold on. Did they say QT? Give me a sec. Did Fed say QE was stopping or QT December 1st? I always get them confused. Okay, yeah, sorry. So QT is going to be stopping December 1st. And they're going to, I don't think they're going to go right into quantitative easing, but they're going to stop QT the 1st of December. So that's very positive for the market as well. Essentially, a lot more liquidity is going to be entering the market. And again, I think he's just probably giving that uncertainty because for the interest rate cut in December, because we already got two in a row. So basically what he said was in the meeting, we said, okay, we already cut 50 basis points. Let's see how the market does, and then we can go from there. But again, we do have that November buffer. So a lot of things can change in November, especially if the government shutdown stops and we open back up. We start to get the economic data flowing in, and then the economic data that comes in maybe suggest a rate cut in December. So we just got to keep a watch of that Fed Watch tool to see how that percentage is. I'm not sure where it's at now. Let's check Fed Watch tool. All right, let's check the Fed Watch tool for the percentage likeliness of a rate cut in December. So it says 68.4% for a rate cut. So it dropped substantially, right? It's dropped substantially. So hopefully in November we get some economic data that suggests that we should get another rate cut in December. If not, 68% is still pretty high. But it's going to be, it's not going to be decisive like these last 2 months where it was plus 90% that we were going to get a rate cut. So, yeah. All right, so let's read into this some more. Okay, so the Fed cut its benchmark federal funds rate 25 basis point, lowering the target range to 3.75% to 4%. The decision was not unanimous. The vote was 10-2, so that's actually important as well. You did have some people in the Fed meeting going against cutting rates, so it wasn't a decisive, a unanimous thing. With one, although I would say it is unanimous, right? Like 10-2, that's pretty unanimously, in my opinion. But I guess they want a perfect score to say that. With one dissenter wanting no cut and another favoring a larger cut. Oh, okay. So actually, the two people that did not vote for the 25 basis point cut, one of them wanted a larger cut, And so it's not that they did not want to cut, they just wanted a larger cut, and one didn't want one at all. So that's actually not that bad. In addition to the rate cut, the Fed signaled it would end its balance sheet runoff, stop shrinking its holding of treasuries, and starting December. So it's going to stop shrinking. I'm not sure if it's going to start adding starting December, right? It's just going to start shrinking. So I don't know. They're going to make that stop selling off and start buying. The backdrop: the economy is showing signs of slowing labor market momentum, and a U.S. government shutdown has clouded data availability. Like we said, the U.S. shutdown, the government shutdown is influencing their decisions. So hopefully, we get that open back up in November, which is most likely the case. We'll get it open back up in November, and hopefully the economic data that comes out suggests another rate cut in December. What Powell said: Powell emphasized that although the cut happened, a further cut in December is not a foregone conclusion, which we mentioned earlier. In other words, don't assume another cut is locked in. And when he was saying this, you saw the market like slide down a little bit, but then it came back up. And I'm not sure when. Obviously he stated 25 basis points. That was an announcement. Then he stated that he would stop shrinking the balance sheet. That was an announcement, but I don't know which one came first, because overall the market was left moving upwards opposed to sliding down. So maybe it was in the middle, where he said. Actually, it may have been the far one of the when he announced the 25 basis point cut. It was probably around there where he said, okay, well, we cut already 50 basis points. It's not going to be a for sure thing going into December that you're going to get another cut, right? He noted two-sided risk. Inflation remains above target, while slowdown risk and employment growth exist. All right, how did markets react? So stocks were slightly higher, but as Powell's caution set in, equities turned lower. The major indexes slipped a little bit. Bond yields moved higher. The 10-year Treasury yield rose somewhat, reflecting less of a clear dovish lean after the press conference. Crypto markets. So I've seen some altcoins actually keep up, or stay steady. Bitcoin dropped, a few percentage points, and Bitcoin dominance fell sharply. So this could be pretty good news for altcoins, because it looks like they held up pretty nicely during Powell's speech. I think overall crypto market is slightly down. All right. Okay. Yeah, and I think that's pretty much it, right? We got the rate cut. We got forward guidance for December. It's not clear, but we still got it. And I think we got to see what November brings. The first thing on the table is this government shutdown, making sure we open back up, and that way we could get the data. Then we could see what can happen in December. But in my opinion, we already got 2 rate cuts. That's positive for the market. I don't think they really settled in. I mean, I don't think they really. Yeah, the market anticipated it, but I think that liquidity, that decrease in interest rates is going to hit the market probably in November. So should be interesting to see the next 2 months. All right, that's pretty much it. That was the update. Let's play some chess, and I'll probably play like 2-3 games, and then I'll be done. What is this? All right. Yeah, I think the market's going to bounce back pretty nicely here in November. I think we're going to get that parabolic run here pretty soon. You kind of just see it in the strength of these altcoins and the fact that Bitcoin dominance has fallen. I mean, it's just really positive for the market or positive for altcoins, right? And also, Nvidia went up, I think like 2%. I think it's trading like at 250 or something like that. All right, I gotta hurry up here. Yeah, I think I got this one. Got this one in the bag. There we go. There we go. Yep, he lost. All right. All right, this will be my last one. Just want to do 2 for the day, and that's it. Oops. Um, hmm. Yeah, I think he just let me go too far. Um, I'm trying to think. I think this would be the right move right here. Darn it. Darn it, darn it, darn it. What's that? Darn it. That was my fault right there. Uzi wants to talk. Darn it, I played it wrong. Got a new chess set, the Venture Board XL, magnet pieces, ink and roll up. Nice, man. I got me a new set. Oh, I didn't recently, but I got a new set too. It doesn't do all that, but it's pretty nice. All right, I lost this one. All right, that was the last game. I think, yeah, I don't feel like running it back. Um, Planning on using it for hikes. Yeah, man, that's good. I got me one on Amazon. They're heavy weighted chess pieces. So it just feels nicer. Before I didn't care. Like when I was first starting chess, I didn't really care about the chess set, but now it does make a difference on the pieces that you have. If you have weighted pieces and some people have like crazy colors, different type of colors, and it's better when it's black and white, and then even the chessboard itself, like just basic colors and keeping it simple. It does help when you're trying to visualize, especially if you're a person that plays online and then you try to transition to the chessboard. It's a lot different over the board, so you definitely want to have a good chessboard when you're playing. All right, that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.